Welcome, guys, to another video or episode of United Transfer Talk. Firstly, I'm sorry that I didn't get a video out yesterday on Friday. I was out with the family, and so I was unable to make a video for you guys. But again, I'm here first thing on a Saturday morning, getting the video out there for you guys. And as usual, there have been a lot of transfers, talk about United, what players they're going to sign, and this video will recap all of the week's big news. And firstly, the first story I'm going to talk about is to do with a story that I've been covering a lot all the way since the beginning of the show, and it's to do with Shinji Kagawa. And this week has been reported and been confirmed actually that we have bid £13 million, which is around 16 million euros for Shinji Kagawa, and that bid has subsequently been rejected by Dortmund because they are holding out for a bid around 17 to 19 million euros, which is around 15 million pounds, and that would be a great deal by a lot from seeing what you guys are saying in the comments below. Because Shinji Kagawa, he would fit into our transfer criteria, 23, and has a huge future in front of him. And being able to get him for around 15 million pounds, one of the best attacking midfielders in Europe, would be a great deal. And Dortmund, I'm sure they would have hoped for a little bit more, but with his contract situation, only 1 year left, they are willing to listen to any significant offers. And from what I'm hearing, United are the only significant side who are paying a lot of interest to Kagawa. And within the next 2 weeks, we will bid again, and we'll raise our offer into the 17 to 18 euro mark, and hopefully that deal will be going through in the next 2 weeks. So Kagawa seemingly seemed to be our first deal of the summer. I'm really happy about this deal because I highlight to you guys out there about his qualities and how much quality he would offer for our midfield. So Kagawa, 17 to 18 million euros. What do you guys think of that deal? Leave your comment below. The second story, again, is to do with a player that I've been covering extensively over the past few shows, and it's Eden Hazard. And Eden Hazard, a few weeks ago, he said that he's going to reveal his club, who he's going to play for. He said firstly it was Manchester, then Chelsea was in the frame after the Champions League success. So a lot of people has been put off by Eden Hazard, to be fair, from what I'm seeing from the Twitter account. And a lot of people say that, is he worth it? He does seem to be very egotistical in terms of his kind of like flirting with all of the three teams, and kind of like not making up his mind early enough to see what club is he going to commit to. And a lot of people have been put off by that, and because of the high transfer fee plus his outrageous wage demands, a lot of people has been doubting this move, because are we able to compete with Man City and Chelsea in this deal? And reports are saying that we are actually his favourite or preferred destination for the last couple of weeks. And the good old saying, there has to be a fire when there's a lot of smoke. And there has been a lot of indication that Hazard has been choosing United a while back, and he was advised by his consortium of advisors to his agent that he should actually delay his decision making so that he can actually see what others club are making offers to him, and then perhaps United can raise the offer. But that his agent has come out this week saying that he has reached an agreement with all three clubs, meaning that it just deciding now is with Hazard's decision, because all three clubs have an agreed fee, agreed wages. So now it's just again up to Hazard and where he wants to play. And this week Hazard has come out and saying that he wants to play in that number 10 role, and he he can play wide. That's what he's been specialised with Lille for the past couple of seasons. But he has realised that his number 10 role is his favoured position, and I think that could work against him, actually, against a move to us, because Wayne Rooney has already occupied that role, and I can't really see Wayne Rooney being dispatched for Eden Hazard. No matter how good Hazard is, we're not going to let go of our talisman, if you like. So Hazard, I think if he does come, he might actually play on the left more, and I'm not sure how would that suit Ashley Young and the likes of Nani. Obviously, he's not going to bow well because they're expecting to be starters every single week. But Eden Hazard, if he does come, he will cost around £35 million or euros. I'm not sure about that figure yet, and his wages would be £100,000 or upwards, I think, of that. And what do you guys think of them, and where would you guys actually play him in our system? So leave your comment below, guys. So the next story is a brand new rumour story, and it's to do with Kwadwo Asamoah. He plays for Udinese, and he's more of your kind of like typical holding midfielder who is a winning, ball-winning midfielder, who is renowned for his physical presence and also his aggressive play within the centre of the pitch. And he's a Ghanaian international, 23 years old, so again would definitely fit into our transfer policy of buying players who has a potential still. And Asamoah, I again haven't seen a lot of him. I don't watch the Serie A lot, but from what I've seen of him against Arsenal earlier of last season, he does seem to be a very energetic yet very commanding presence within central midfield. And a lot of people from you guys out there, from your comments, from your Twitter comments, has been saying that we might need to buy a more of a defensive shape midfielder who is going to sit there, win the ball, and start attack rather than bursting midfield all the time. And although I sometimes agree with that situation, and perhaps we need one, because Man City does have people like Gareth Barry and De Jong doing the dirty work, if you like, and perhaps we have been lacking that figure because all of our midfield are very elegant, passing kind of style midfielders, and Asamoah would definitely break that mould and inject a new dimension into our midfield. But I don't think Zerlek's going to go ahead with this transfer, if I'm honest, because he has in the past saying that we don't need a kind of like this sort of mould of player. He rather would rely on his central midfield players who are box-to-box midfielders, doing both the defensive duties and also the attacking-minded abilities also. And he would prefer them to just give the support to the back four rather than making that tackle themselves. So I'm not sure that this transfer will go ahead, but again, what do you guys think of this rumour? Leave your comment below. Asamoah, would he be a good signing, and would you guys take him over someone like Hazard or Kagawa? So again, leave your comment below, guys. Next is another news story, and it's to do with Michu. He plays for Rayo in the La Liga league, and he has been caught catching the eye in the past season because of his goal scoring record. I think he scored about 22 goals, I think, last season in 37 appearances, and those stats speaks for themselves. And he is a 26-year-old Spanish player, standing around 6'1", and he would definitely fit into our transfer policy. Although I admit he is very cheap. The price they're asking for him is £2 million because Rayo, they're one of the lowest sides in La Liga, and they're in some kind of financial difficulty, so they are willing to listen to offers for Michu. And although the goal scoring record is what we need, and we need providing a alternative option to Wayne Rooney, I'm not sure Michu is going to fit that bill. Although I admit he might prove a success, I don't think Serlec's going to take that risk in buying Michu. yes, you're not taking a lot of risks, but would he get into our starting 11 is ultimately the final decision that you're going to ask yourselves. And from what I'm seeing now, I don't think he will. I would rather take Paul Scholes for another season, or even Ryan Giggs for another season, instead of Michu playing alongside Michael Carrick. So Michu, he is a very energetic, again, very tall person who obviously has an eye for goal. But again, I would say that this transfer is not really realistic in my opinion, but there has been reports that we are actually interested in him, so it'll be kind of like interesting to see if there's any further developments within this story, and see whether Michu would come at a bargain rate price and perhaps do us a job now and again. He's not going to start every single week perhaps, but if he adds perhaps 10 goals, even pushing at 15 goals per season, then that would ultimately could prove the difference. So Michu, around £2 million for him. What do you guys think of him? And perhaps you could leave your comment below and see if you guys would take him. The next story I'm going to talk about is to do with another striker, and Berbatov looks as like he is going to go to Paris Saint-Germain, and we do need to bolster up our options. Like I said in my United Talk video, that's about how Alex might kind of like let Will Keane, Ryan Tunnicliffe and Michael Keane up into the first team. And a lot of you guys have been saying that Will Keane is perhaps not ready yet to go in the first team, and he needs to be loaned out in order to develop himself physically, in order to cope with the physical demands of the Premier League. And a player I'm going to talk about now is Olivier Giroud. I'm sorry if I pronounced that name wrong, but Giroud is a striker, 25 years of age, playing for Montpellier in the French league. And Montpellier just won the Ligue 1 championship, so they're also going to be asking for a lot of a high offer for him. And he's actually on the same team as Younes Belhanda. And if you guys are interested in Belhanda, please go back and check my other videos. But going back to Giroud, he had a very successful season. Last year, I think he scored about 20 odd goals for Montpellier in their successful championship winning campaign. He is 6'3.5", so again, very tall man, probably able to play as a lone striker at times, and provide that kind of like target man presence up front. And Giroud, again, I haven't seen a lot of him, but from the YouTube clips I've seen of him, he seemed to obviously have a very good eye for goal. And 25 years of age, he is about to come into his peak at a striker position, and obviously he would definitely fit as a perhaps a second fiddle striker to perhaps Wayne Rooney and Chicharito and Danny Welbeck. But again, if we're going to spend on him, they've been quoting a fee of absolutely ridiculous 50 million euros for him, but apparently he has a 12.8 release clause, so it seems a bit odd from the club owners who are dealing with these financial situations. But Giroud, he's been targeted for a while from Arsenal, when it looks like Arsenal are in pole position for him. But if we inject a late bid, you never know what would happen. But probably around £15 million for Giroud, I think, if we are going to make that offer. And he would definitely offer another extra few goals up front. And like last season, the heartache that we had from losing on goal difference, perhaps Giroud might be that man who provide that difference this time around for us. So Giroud, he would cost about £15 million. And what would you guys think of him? And what do you think? Would he get into the starting 11 in front of Danny Welbeck and Chicharito? So leave your comment below, guys, and hopefully you like this video. And if you do, please rate, comment and subscribe. And then again, the commenting has been really interesting to see, because a lot of you guys been providing really interesting conversation with each other, and between me and you, the interaction's been really good. So again, thanks for your kind support and comments out there. So I'm just doing this because I just care about United as much as you guys do. So please rate, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.